know, I stand here in gratitude.
Right here.
Right here. I stand here in gratitude in such a way that my soul is full. This has been many years coming, and I never wanted to be a minister. True. I did Science of Mind 400 because it came after 300. True. Our first meeting. Why do you want to be a minister? I said, I don't. This is just the next step. So what does it really mean? What does this really mean to me? As I go back, as Reverend Jeannie did, I go back to my first spiritual experience when I was 4 or 5 years old, maybe 6. And I went to the synagogue with my dad every Friday night. I had no idea what they were talking about, but they had cookies afterwards. But that's where I learned the humbleness of a heart that beats as one. I've always felt an encompassing love that completely sparked me in a way of a spiritual curiosity. It wasn't intellectual, it was a knowing that something was good. And so, when I became in high school, my mother decided to take me to Silva Mind Control so I could be better. I wasn't thinking straight. True, I still, never mind. Just saying. Then we did meditation and we did, getting my mantra back in those days. All I knew is it was something inside me again that just relaxed. Just relaxed. There was something magical going on. I didn't know what it was, but I knew it was good. In 1992, I met Reverend Nancy and Barbara Harrison at a party in San Diego. At the time, I was with my partner, Kathy, who was still alive then, and she's like, I have my friends, let's go. We were down there for a weekend, and I said, who are these people? She goes, let's just go. I said, okay. So we went to this party, and I met this lady. And all I knew is there was something special. I met Barbara, and she just put her arms around me and brought me in. That's when I knew about Science of Mind. That's when I learned that night. We stayed on and on and on, and all laid in a bed telling stories. It was a phenomenal evening. And Reverend Nancy said, well, why don't I take you to a spiritual center? Let's go to Agape. Only to be known that Kathy had already gone a couple of times. I'm like, Agape? What's that? So Reverend Dr. Michael became my first teacher. And I didn't go for me. I went to support Kathy as she was living with cancer, moving through the process. I was going to support her, of course, right? Sure. Only to know that as I went through that, again, there was a bell in my head that went off in such a way that I only could smile. I don't know what it was, the music, the tempo, something. I just came out feeling like I grew taller and taller, but more importantly, that my heart grew bigger and bigger so that I could give it away. It wasn't so much about me. Keeping it to me didn't work. My work has always been about giving to the public, being an educator, and giving it away. Little did I know that today what I do is I bring this teaching to the world everywhere I go. I have 450-ish people around the country that work with me. They all get it when I talk to them, I interview them. It's all about spirituality to me. So then, year 2 came, and Reverend Nirvana Gale was my second teacher. And again, I was there to support Kathy because that was her journey, and she asked me to come. I said, sure. Little did I know, once again, that there's something magical that happened inside of me, and there was a thing that was very quiet. Believe me, really, honest. Quiet. For real. And so as I went through this process, one of the things I knew is that there was something really, really fabulous. And that was called Spirit. It was called, to me, God, something that I already knew. But I didn't know it at the depths of my soul that I knew it. I did not want to be a minister. Then we came through our whole process. I went to NoHo in North Hollywood for a while and got my practitioner's license, and I still didn't want to be a minister. Talked to Dr. Maureen. She's like, well, come talk to me. Let's just chat about it. Little did I know that would become my next home. And I've been at Granada Hills ever since. Reverend Mike, Reverend Ann, Reverend Jeannie, wherever Wayne went, Wayne McDonald, and Reverend Shelley Downs, my classmates. 4 of us, 5 of us are here out of the that group, knowing that this is a momentous day that I get to share with my folks, my people, that started this with me. So when I say thank you, I say thank you to all of you, my past, my present students. I love you guys. I love you. They make me grow in ways that I don't even know. They allow me to heal in ways that I do know. They allow me to be myself. They allow me to get in there with them and move through this process called life. That's an honor, and it's not one that I take very lightly. So I am grateful beyond recognition today. I'm grateful that my family is here. My sister Carol, my niece Andy, Sadie Alice, Imbal, and Addie. I'm so grateful to you guys, I have no idea. You've always supported me. When this little one came into the world, my life was changed. Forever. Forever. And most of you have seen her and know her before you ever met her today. My sister said, I'm going to quit sending you pictures. It's embarrassing. I said, don't you dare. So it's with this that I give great honor, great pleasure, Dr. Maureen, Reverend Mike, Reverend Ann, Reverend Jeannie. I love you. I have, I will, and I will never quit. Thank you and namaste.
We love you.